And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Handed off out of the shotgun. Kirk, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge, the biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be in that postseason at the end of the year. Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. Now we've got a third down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. Just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Breaks into open space. And here he goes. Touchdown, LSU. Way too much speed in that play. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes the catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
So the running play stopped on first down. Brings up 2nd and 10 from their 25. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He escapes the pocket. On the move, looking deep down the right side. Oh, but he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. On the move now. Hit as he released it. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into the tight window.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's an out route. The catch made. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Finding space at the 20. They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
LSU has moved into the red zone. Quick throw and catch is made. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around. Both teams trying kind of set the tone in this high-stakes collision here, Kirk. A long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together, and this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset, attacking all game long, and find out who the best team is late in this game.
Looks right for a quick completion. Touchdown, Tigers. Strong game by this quarterback. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down to the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
The Notre Dame offense back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Caught over the middle. It's Ncaa. And the game just good enough for a 1st down.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator. Outstanding job of executing by the quarterback. With the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that, made a nice throw to the receiver. Look at this result. Some positive yards.
Oh, and he can't hold on. A 1st down screen is incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
It's 3rd down for the offense. Grab down the middle. It's Ncaa. Tackle is finally made down at the 11-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quick throw caught on the left side. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking deep down the right side. Intercepted, picked off by the defense.
Chris, the quarterback here just simply puts the ball up into the air to give his wide receiver a chance to high point the ball, but the defender does a good job of stepping in front of him and going up to bring it down. Let's see if this one comes back to haunt him after a first quarter interception like this.
Quarterback still with the football. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Well, there's just so many things happening on these read option plays, and they happen fast. This defense has done a good job of trying to prevent this quarterback from hitting the big play. He gets some yards here, but at least he didn't get out for a big gainer.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. They're going to run the option. It's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
And the defense is all over the option on this play. That play didn't have a chance from the beginning.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. They'll try to run it with the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Tackle made, but it's enough for the 1st down. A well-executed option play. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. He'll pitch it. Finding space at the 20. He takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Just great execution here by this offense. And so many things have to go right for this option to be successful. Recognizing and getting a defender to commit to the quarterback, a nice pitch, and then having a lane for the running back to run through. And there, everything lined up. When things work out like that, it's really almost impossible to stop.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. A throw to the running back in the flat. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. He makes the grab. He's in the clear at the 20. He takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, LSU.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the 1st down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. He'll hand it off. Slings right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. Returner decides to fair catch this. first play of the drive now set up at the 24. And looking to throw now on first down. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. Inside the 20. Oh, the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, LSU.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Went after, up and good. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. Offense comes back out onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Moves out of the pocket. Trying to get the throw off.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Snags the quick throw. They wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker. We've got an exciting quarterback duel in the making here as we check the first quarter stats. Will the offenses continue to dominate, or will the defenses show up here as we begin the second quarter? A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Gillespie. Stopped right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
3rd and short like this, and the offense comes out in a shotgun, still leaving the option for a potential run. I think that froze the defense enough for the quarterback to hit an early read, and the result is a big gain and a first down.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the option play. Breaks free. And they finally stop him, but the quarterback keeper picks up great yardage and a first down.
And that's what he likes to do. He knows he's a weapon out there, not just with his arm, but when he can pull it down on an option like this and pick up a big chunk of yards, it can leave any defense with their head spinning.
Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Ball handed to the running back. That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss.
That's how you defend the option. Take the quarterback away and then use your speed to bring the pitch back down.
Been a really solid drive, but now a challenge here coming up on 2nd and 13. They'll try the option play here. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
The defense is ready for that one. They almost got that blown up before it got started.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up 4th down.
Where's the scouting report for this defense? You knew coming into this game this tight end was capable. That's his 5th catch in this first half.
They need 5 yards here on 4th down to keep the drive alive. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here. And I got to credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
He rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the quarterback dropping back. Looking for a man deep down the left side. Catch made down near the 10, and he's still going. They finally get him down at the 10-yard line. Sets up a first and goal. What a play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
LSU now operating in the red zone. Looking to throw again. Locates the tight end. It's complete. They bring him down, but a solid game there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the mark.
Chris, the defense has got to do a better job of wrapping up the tight end there. The coach is preaching to these the ball. They caught a break there. The tight end breaks the first tackle, and they had another man there to bring him down before it could have gotten ugly.
Second down, looking to throw it. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Chris, that would have been his 5th touchdown of the game if he hit that one. I'm a little surprised he didn't get it. He's been on the money today.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. It's the running back in the flat. Touchdown, Tigers! This passing game is still on fire.
Chris, that's his 2nd touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
Extra point makes it 35-14. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. The last time they went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. It's an option look. He gets loose. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it. Big positive yards and a first down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
Quarterback's got it on the option. They've got him in the backfield. It's a 4-yard loss.
Well, that was a disaster here for this quarterback on the option play. Not only does he not pick up any yards, he ends up going backwards trying to make a play, and now they're way behind the sticks.
Didn't expect to lose 4 on the first down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. He can go. They finally tackled him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Receiver in motion now. On the toss play, runner moving left. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out in the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense of slowing them down.
Fighting off the defender. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly, you got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
No gain makes it 2nd down and goal from the 5. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And the pass is complete to the tight end. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
This defense is spread out all over the field, trying to be able to make plays in space. That is a key. Good job of tackling and keep him out of the end zone.
On 3rd and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his 3rd touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Starts with a quick pass to the left off the RPO. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here, trying to cut into this lead before halftime. Offense getting set. It's second down. They'll run the option. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, it wasn't necessarily pretty or a game changer, but those option plays are sometimes best used to just get enough to just get a first down. I think that was the thinking on this last play. The defense has to be more aware in these kind of situations.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. He finds the running back in the flat. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Looking to scramble. It's a deep shot right down the middle. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When a quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They're going to run the option. He'll toss it to the back. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
Well, the defense gets them to third down. I don't know if they're surprised by the option call, but a big play for this offense to get the yards they need.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
That sack sets up a second down and very long. Play fake, looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here to the right. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. Oh, he's bringing it back. Inside the 40. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone easily. But this might be coming back. There's a flag on the field. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. A little bit less than 30 seconds to go before halftime, and it'll be 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking downfield. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense has moved inside the opponent's 40. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Off the play fake on 1st down. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and a chance at an interception in the end zone. Could not quite hold on to the ball. It's going to be 2nd down.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. He's running out of time here. He's looking deep again. And the pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. Just what they wanted. You got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
A play action, looking to throw. And they'll bring him down. The defense punctuating the second quarter with a big play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. From deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Quick throw misses his mark there. Incomplete. Important second down play coming up. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
Yeah, Chris, not an ideal play here when you throw the football and you go the wrong direction. I think we got to look at the playbook here to see how we can try to make those yards up.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? He shreds the tackle. Oh, and he didn't get there. The defense makes a stop against this excellent third down offense.
The offense has a big play here, but they really put themselves in a hole on first and second down. That's why they've needed to try to play catch-up. They get some great yards there on third down, but it's still fourth down. Can they pick up the first?
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And the fourth down pass is incomplete, but there is a flag. This is a big call. Now the offense is set up with a short field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught, completion. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone. They'll try to run it with the option. Pitch to the back. The defense all over him. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
When this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance, he gets out of the pressure off to his right. Man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
Crucial play, down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Here's the option play. Pitch play to the back. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
Well, this is the risk you take as a play caller. So often people want to try to go for it on fourth down, but you got to be careful. As you see right here, the defense makes the play to get the ball back themselves.
Bringing pressure. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Stop out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
The game moves the ball to the 39. It'll be first down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Catch is made down the middle. This is turning into a monster day for this quarterback, Kirk. His passing yards now up over 350.
Yeah, and it seems like this defense has tried everything. They're blitzing. They're sitting back in zone. They're trying to double coverage certain receivers. Everything that they've tried is, unfortunately for them, not working because of how well this quarterback is seeing it and throwing today.
They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Here's the target, and it's complete. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Well, I like how the quarterback used his eyes to move the defense and then came back and made an accurate throw there on the quick slant.
Now it's 2nd down here. Running out of time in the pocket. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Good job of the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the 1st down marker.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. QB to the tight end for a completion. And he goes down, but the important thing is enough to move the sticks and a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Back to throw again. It's caught. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it brings up a 4th down.
At the 6-yard line. Now, 4th down.
So no hesitation. The offense is on the field to go for it here. It's a crucial play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, LSU. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. It's a deep shot to the right. Caught at the 30, still running. At the 10, touchdown, Irish. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
Chris, the quarterback looks up and sees a wide-open target. Sometimes those throws are harder than the ones where they're tightly covered. But he makes a nice throw, and it's an easy touchdown for this offense.
And they tack on the extra point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Notre Dame, 21.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race.
Well, when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent. This is a huge play for this offense now Can they get the ball into the end zone, or they have to settle for 3?
He'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back, launching one to the end zone. Oh, and he cannot hold on to the end zone. Missed opportunity there in the red zone. Sets up a 3rd down.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
And one final play before the end of the quarter. They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. Makes a quick catch. The defense gets him behind the line as time expires in the 3rd period. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. And as we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if this game can get a little bit more competitive. They keep the kicker on the sidelines. It's 4th down from the 4. They're going for it. Quarterback drops back. Looking to the end zone. This will ball incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Because there are a lot of coaches out there that'll just say, hey, listen, it's the opponent's job to stop us, and they could be right. But with the game like it is right now with such a comfortable lead, I'm not sure if this was entirely needed.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. He fires downfield. He's got a man down the middle. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or 2 together and get the...
It's a fumble. Ball scooped up by the defense. Here he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense produces 6 points. Potential momentum. There, they scoop up the fumble and score on it.
Boy, you just got to give credit to this defender for locating the ball, getting his hands on it, and then scooping it and scoring. So often you see guys that just want to go down. This guy realized, hey, I got athletic ability. I can pick it up. I'm going to score myself.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. On 1st down, it's play action. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Grabbed by the receiver. Brought down with the completion, moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, another accurate throw by this quarterback, and this guy has just been on fire all game long. Over 200 yards passing, but more importantly,
and he fights in for the score. Touchdown, LSU.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. They'll try the option play here. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Boy, they go with the quarterback option here, and the play just didn't seem to feel like it had much of a chance. The execution just off. You got to either keep that or pitch it. He was a little bit hesitant and allowed the defense to get to him.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
It's just so hard in these late game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Good as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, this defensive coordinator has been all over it, mixing up the looks, doing a good job of getting pressure on this quarterback there. Almost a sack. They hit him right as he's releasing the ball, almost coming up with another turnover. Just a dominating day for this defense.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Handoff here from the shotgun. He's got the first and still going. Powering through a tackle. Breaks free over the right side. Can they chase him down?
And this guy is as fast as there is in college football, and it's so much fun to watch him when he gets out in space with room to go. And you just know the home crowd is loving this.
So in one play, they go from being backed up to 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. No gain there. Ball will be spotted at the 2 again.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
Point after, knocked right through. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Yeah, Chris, he got hit right as he released the ball. Very fortunate that ball's not picked off. And the bottom line is that they can't give this quarterback more time in the pocket. They have no chance of thinking about trying to come back.
And the quarterback keeps it here. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, the old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Catch made on the out route. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it.
Man, even outside of the pocket, this quarterback's having trouble finding guys downfield. They are in desperation mode right now and still can't seem to get it together.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. The pass rush gets home.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points, and here we are in the fourth quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players and the way they're putting this pressure on this quarterback and this offense.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Needs a completion here on fourth down. He's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
Back in motion now. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Dump off caught by the running back.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
The pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Hey, I get the passing of football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players, get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
What a great play by the defense here, getting close to the goal line. Not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Man, that is just incredibly impressive by this defense. And look at them down there. They're incredibly hyped up, and they should be. That's a great goal line stand, third down, and you're able to come up with a tackle for a loss.
They pass up the chip shot field goal attempt. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Looking to the end zone. It is incomplete. The defense makes a fourth down stop.
Hey, let's face it. This aggressive approach has helped them build the lead that they've had. But what they've done now by not executing and getting this first down, they've given the opponent really good field position and a chance to get back in the game.
The pocket breaking down. Oh, he makes the catch. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Pre-snap motion from the offense. Play action here on first down. That is broken up and incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
It's an option look. Pitches to the back. They've got him behind the line. The option doesn't work at all. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Play fake, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
Return it brought down. Sets up the next drive. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback just kneels down. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And it's a kneel down. Well, it's been a great season. Big things still possible, Kirk, but for the first time, they run into a hurdle they can't clear. Now, how will they respond to this first loss?
And I think that's the big question. One loss isn't going to eliminate these guys from the playoff, but all they can do and focus on now is resetting, regrouping, and maybe use this loss as fuel down the stretch.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.